let's jump right into this explainer. To really wrap our heads around the core of economics, I want you to picture a 17-year-old kid. We'll call him Kenji. Now, Kenji treats real life like a massive RPG. He's totally obsessed with maxing out his stats, but right now he is frantically tapping his phone, desperate for just one more pull on his favorite gacha game to unlock an ultra-rare character. And then, boom, his screen flashes red, out of stamina, out of currency. He absolutely panics. His resources are wiped out, his time is up, and he feels like the universe is just out to get him. But what if a magical, holographic, digital spirit of economics, let's call her Eco-chan, burst right out of his screen to tell him that this isn't a glitch, it's actually the fundamental reality of our existence?
And this brilliantly sets up our first major concept. Eco-chan points Kenji straight to this quote from the English economist Lionel Robbins, written all the way back in 1932. Quote, "Scarcity of means to satisfy given ends is an almost ubiquitous condition of human nature." The absolute key word here is scarcity. You see, Kenji's lack of in-game currency isn't a bug in the system. It perfectly mirrors the real world. We live in a reality where we literally want everything, all the stuff, all the experiences, all the free time, but the universe simply says nope. Because of scarcity, neither individuals nor society as a whole can just have it all.
Section 1. The Numbers of Destiny. Upgrading your real-life stats. Let's get right into it.
So let's step out of the mobile game for a second and look at real-world loot drops. If Kenji wants to be a whale with endless resources, he really needs to look at his real-life character build. Eco-chan pulls up this massive chart using data straight from the Bureau of Labor Statistics for 2020. Let's break this down. If you stop leveling up at a high school diploma, your median weekly earnings sit at $781. That's roughly $40,600 a year. Kenji looks at that and realizes, wow, that equates to a whole lot of instant ramen. But look at the next tier. Upgrade your character with a bachelor's degree, and those earnings jump to $1,305 a week. That is a massive 67% boost over just the high school diploma. And if you really grind for that master's degree, you're looking at $1,545 a week.
That brings us to this crucial number right here, $80,340. That's the average annual earnings for someone with a master's degree. It is literally nearly double what workers with only a high school diploma make. Seeing this, Kenji's eyes practically turn into giant dollar signs. He looks at this and asks the exact question any hardcore gamer would. He says, wait, if this is the ultimate broken meta, why isn't everyone just grinding for a master's degree? If people want to improve their material wealth, it seems like a total no-brainer, right?
Well, Eco-chan just smirks at him and reveals the actual player-based stats, because it turns out it's not that simple. Looking at the 2019 Bureau of Labor Statistics data on degree attainment for adults 25 and over, yeah, over 90% of the population completed high school, but only 36% had a bachelor's or higher. And look at that tiny little slice for the master's level. Only 13.5% of the population actually reaches that top tier. Which brings us to a really vital question, one that leaves Kenji completely bewildered. If the rewards are so incredibly high, like almost double the salary high, why is the completion rate a measly 13.5%? Is the boss fight of college just too hard for most players? Are the mechanics just too complex? Actually, no, it's not just about difficulty. It all comes down to a foundational economic principle called opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is what you absolutely must give up or relinquish to get what you want. It's the true cost of a choice. Eco-chan breaks it down for Kenji. You don't just get a degree for free. To grind for those higher stats, you have to trade away years of earning a full-time salary right out of high school. You give up your sleep, you give up your social life, you give up countless hours of playing gacha games. Literally every single choice you make has a hidden cost attached to it. And that brings us to the ultimate hard limit coded into our universe, the number 24. Going back to Lionel Robbins, he pointed out that the time at our disposal is strictly limited. There are only 24 hours in a day. We all share this exact same constraint. You cannot pause the clock, and there is absolutely no way to buy more time through microtransactions. Let's see how this plays out in real life. Because of that 24-hour time limit, we are forced to make decisions. If you choose one path, like spending your evenings studying for a major exam so you can eventually get that high-paying degree, you absolutely must relinquish the other path. You are actively giving up the chance to work a shift at a job for immediate cash, or you're giving up going out to a concert with your friends. Everywhere we look, choosing one thing means leaving something else behind. At this point, Kenji just slumps back in his chair. He says, so I really can't have all the time, the money, and the experiences I want? And Iko-chan, being a bit dramatic, basically sings the title of this famous 1968 track by the Rolling Stones, "You Can't Always Get What You Want." Now, fun fact, economists actually chuckled when this song was released because they had been explaining this exact harsh reality of scarcity since the 1930s. It's pretty much the official anthem of the economic way of thinking.
Section 2, the core 3 concepts, mastering the meta of economics. Iko-chan tells Kenji that to survive and thrive in a world that simply doesn't have enough stuff for everyone, he needs to master 3 fundamental mechanics. These are the 3 critical concepts we cover in this explainer that dictate how and why people make the choices they do. Number 1 is opportunity cost, which we just uncovered, what you give up to get what you want. Number 2 is marginal decision-making. This is all about weighing the very next step, deciding if the next hour of studying for that master's degree is worth more than the next hour of sleep. And number 3 is diminishing returns. This perfectly explains why your 10th bowl of instant ramen in a week isn't going to give you nearly as much satisfaction as the very first one did. So you see, economics isn't just about money. It's an entire framework for human choice.
Looking at his textbook and then back at his phone, it finally clicks for Kenji. He realizes that his current opportunity cost for studying is missing his daily gotcha login bonus. But the benefit, the real-world loot, is potentially doubling his future income and maximizing his real-world stats. He is finally starting to think like an economist.
As Iko-chan fades back into the digital void, she leaves Kenji, and all of us really, with a challenge. Because we all live under the strict laws of scarcity, every single minute you just spent watching this explainer, you gave up doing something else. So, I'll leave you with this. What will you choose to give up today to level up tomorrow? Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.